Oh, this is stupid. Everyone, welcome back to Sideline Shenanigans with your host Erod
And I'm
and White
Reese.
takes over here.
Let's go. Let's go for episode.
Um, so episode number two, we're starting off with a banger here. This kid really exposed me pretty bad. I know I'm not the most smart, I'm not the smartest guy in this podcast, that's for sure. But we're gonna really see how bad it can be. We're gonna give myself here a fifth grader test today. We're
Yes.
gonna get into some other things, but that's how we're gonna start it off today. We got fantasy football talk, we got NFL college football talk, Red Wings Tigers talk, and we
We're
got
also,
some rankings to do. So,
we're also doing our top 5 comedy movies.
my comedy movies. Got a couple of dates for you. All
Uh,
right, so we're gonna go ahead and get into this right here. How are you keeping track of this?
I'll give you a check or not. I'll tally them up. I got a notepad here for it. All right, so I got
20.
25 here for you, and looking at them, going over them. There's a few that would be a little bit more challenging. It's all question answer. It's no multiple choice. I would say if you don't go 20 for 25 or better, we got some problems.
This is
All
this
right.
is bad. This is a terrible idea.
Are you smarter than a fifth grader? Let's find out. All right. Question 1. What's the name of the closest star to Earth?
Son,
Good. Good.
1 for 1.
1. All right. What is the freezing point in both Celsius and Fahrenheit?
In both,
Yep. Need to get both of them to get the answer right.
negative degrees in Celsius. I know that for sure. Anything below zero.
Okay. I'll accept that.
Okay, it's anything below. Anything below 29 degrees.
See, that's one we're going to get wrong there. It's below 32. And technically, once you're at 32, that is the freezing point. So I accepted your first answer. So you'll get half a point there. You get half a point there since it's a double. All right. Question 3. What ocean is the largest? Pacific. That was one. You see, we're
Right.
1.5 for 3 right now. We're at 50%. All right. What planet is known as the red planet?
There's no way. I should think on this one for a second. Yeah. Is it? Should I know this one?
No, this one.
I should know this one. So you just
No.
know your facts about all of them. It's known as the red planet.
Yeah. You want a hint?
It, is it Mars?
It is Mars.
Yes, I didn't know it.
All right, this one's a little bit of math.
Oh,
How many nickels are in a dollar?
how many nickels are in a dollar? Never would have known this off the top of my head. 20?
Yeah, good math. Good math. Where are we? Question 6. See, this is one of those ones where I wasn't sure if I would even get it. I don't know what fifth graders get in this one, but which famous scientist developed the theory of relativity?
Who knows that? No one knows that. You didn't know that off the top of your head when you first looked at that question without knowing the answer?
No, without knowing the answer, I did it. But reading the answer, I was like, okay, yeah, I knew that one.
So reading the answer makes sense.
Yeah.
I'm be honest, I got nothing for you.
Can't muster up a single.
Say that question again.
Which famous scientist developed the theory of relativity?
I got no clue. There's not a single one of them that I remember doing that.
I mean, just any scientist you could think of.
I got nothing for you. That's a ridiculous question. What? There's no way. We did not learn about this in fifth grade. You, no, no. Tell me the answer. I'll take another one.
Einstein.
Never have known.
I mean,
Never have known that.
You even mustered up a guess.
They would have done that.
All right, question 7. Back to being a little bit easier here. What is the largest mammal on Earth?
Blue whale.
Yeah, here we go. Can we go for 2 in a row? This one's a little bit tougher, actually. This is the number I always get confused in my.
Oh, I can't well then when you give me these hard ones.
How many bones are in the human body?
Oh, man.
See, this is
just.
but like you can't remember the exact number sometimes.
No, sure can't. Sure can't. Um, dang, dog. It's 136.
206. Yeah, there's a lot of bones in that body.
Right. Don't let me know how many because that's gonna ruin my. I gotta catch.
Okay. This one you should be able to get. I don't know how well you know your geography on this one, but what is the longest river in the world?
The Nile.
It is. It is the Nile. Question 10. Which animal is known as the king of the jungle?
The lion.
It is the lion. All right. Which famous ship sank on its voyage in 1912?
Titanic.
It is the Titanic. Question 12. Which natural disaster is measured using the Richter scale?
Repeat that.
Which natural disaster is measured using the Richter scale?
Earthquake.
It is the earthquake. That's one of those ones where I wasn't sure if I was going to even be able to get the answer to that one.
I feel like because it's just more common, more commonly used. I feel like tornadoes are just so much more common that they're not going to be. I don't know. That is the only
Yeah.
one.
I gotcha. What question are we on? We're on 13. What is the largest organ in the human body?
Have sorry. I don't know if it's right. What is it? Your liver?
It is not your liver. It's the skin.
Whatever, man. I mean,
All right, we're on to question 14, just over halfway done. What is the name of the first man to walk on the moon?
See, I got the last name, but I don't remember it.
If you can give me the last name.
Armstrong.
It is Armstrong. What's the first name, though? Need it.
Neil.
Yeah, there we go. There we go.
Hey,
All right.
come on now. Let's roll.
Which country is home to the kangaroo?
I'll tell you.
It is Australia. The old Aussie.
Let's roll. Keep
Yeah.
it going. Keep it going.
What is the name of a shape with 5 sides? Oh, brother. Oh, brother.
Oh, well. Mhm. It's not bad. Look, because I have a couple guesses, but they sound.
Talk them through. Talk them through.
I mean, this is yeah. Go ahead and repeat the questions.
What is the name of a shape with 5 sides?
Is it between two for me? And the one doesn't sound right, so we go Pentagon.
It is a pentagon. Took a minute to get there, but we got
Okay,
there.
I got there, and that's what mattered. But I was really for a second thinking.
What were you debating with?
See, it sounds dumb, so I'm not gonna go ahead and put it myself out there as and more dumb than how long it took.
Off the record. We'll cut this out.
You get text later, man. Because no, I
All right. Well, let's move on to
still
questions.
don't know if it, hold on. I still don't know if it's that crazy. I thought it was a hexagon. It was
That's
another one.
6. That's 6. It's not that crazy.
Okay, okay. Right.
I thought you were going to say like an octagon or something. Then we were going to have some problems.
Well, see, Octa was one of the ones I was thinking, but to me, that's 8.
You knew it was something gone.
It was gone. Yeah, yeah.
All right. Let's move on to question 17. I think we got about 8 left. What do you call a house made of ice?
Okay, so I do know this one, but I'm trying to think of what it's called. House made of igloo. Igloo.
It is an igloo.
I knew what it was. I just couldn't think of the word. Anyone listening this week, that was that actually was.
All right. What is the name of the bird that cannot fly and it lives in Antarctica?
Penguin.
It is a penguin. Love those flightless birds.
Yeah, they're beautiful, beautiful creature.
Great creature. What is the fastest land animal?
Cheetah.
It is the cheetah. I would have also accepted Tyreek Hill as the answer.
Ornament animal.
I know. Calling him the cheetah.
Next question. Next question.
Next question. What is the name of the gas that we breathe out?
Oxygen.
That we breathe out?
Breathe out. Sorry, breathe out. Oh,
We in oxygen. We inhale oxygen. We exhale.
see, that's where I'm thinking it would be. It's actually. It's, We exhale. Fucking breath. I don't know here. Uh,
You're gonna have to watch language here, pal. All right.
yeah, that's on me.
Hey, one. That's one foul. That's one foul. 2-6. That's one.
Uh, okay.
This one's
I don't
bad.
know if I have it. This
This
one's
one's
bad.
bad.
It might move. Yeah, you're gonna have to tell me so I know how to go.
It's carbon dioxide. That's like second grade level stuff. That's like second grade.
No, it's good. Though.
All right, we got 5 more. You cannot get another one wrong.
Oh man, I told you not to tell me that.
I had to get the pressure up.
Okay, so what? If I get all these right, did I get 19 and a half?
19 and a half.
Okay, the line was 19.
The line was 19 and a half.
The line was 19 and a half. So I'm gonna. It'll be a void. It'll be
Close.
push it.
All right. Question 21. What do you call water when it turns into a gas?
Water when it's this one sounds. This one sounds like I should know it.
This one's kind of more common sense theme based than more than fifth grader, if you
Am
ask
I?
me.
You think I'm digging into it too deep? Possibly.
Probably. I mean, probably.
Huh. Can you go ahead and repeat the question?
What do you call water? Gas.
Wait. So you cut out completely. Hopefully, I didn't cut out for everyone else.
What do you
Water
call?
that turns into gas.
Yes.
I got two things here. Okay. The one of them might be stupid, but it's just water vapor. Ice cube.
Ice cube. That one.
Well, I said water vapor first.
I'll accept water vapor. We were looking for, but water vapor is essentially the same thing. So I'll accept. I'll accept.
Wait, what was it? What you were looking for?
Specifically, more so steam.
Yeah, it's just a form. So I get it.
I give it to you.
I get it. I feel like that has to be
You
given.
went more.
It's just
You went more.
yeah.
All right. How many colors are there in a
How many? What?
rainbow?
How many colors are in the rainbow? We got red. We got orange. We got yellow, green, blue. So, yeah, purple in there. Between two answers, and the second one could be wrong, but I feel like it might be more. I'm gonna play the safe bet because I feel like I'm being sent to me as this. Is it 7?
It is 7. That's a good.
Yeah, next answer was 10.
All
That would
right.
have been more. Yeah, I didn't go with the safe answer. Sometimes you gotta go with the safe play.
3 more. What do you call a word that has meaning another word?
It cut out again.
What do you call a word meaning as another word?
Let me try to change it. No, go ahead and repeat the question.
What do I got you. What do you call a word that has the same meaning as another word?
What do you call a word that has the same meaning as? Oh, cinnamon. Oh,
You got the right answer. I know what you're trying to say.
oh, no. That's it. I had the right answer. It's a bad luck. Too.
Yeah, yeah. All right, we got 2 questions left.
Cool.
This one should be a layup. How many stars are on the U.S. flag?
50.
There we go. All right, last one for all the marbles. We currently
I don't know
have
why.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.5 wrong for a 19. This is to push the line. All right. What is the name of the largest planet in our solar system?
Planet in our solar system. Is this like an easy one as well, or
Yeah,
is it really?
pretty easy. Yeah, it's pretty easy.
I don't feel like. Do you feel like this is common knowledge?
Yeah, I'd say so.
The largest planet in our solar system. It's gonna be one of those like funky ones.
What?
You like to have the funky ones, like the ones you don't usually think of.
I mean, there's only 8 planets in the solar system.
Yeah, there's some characters. We all know it.
You don't have to call Pluto out like that. Pluto doesn't
You know,
deserve
I
that.
really like Pluto a lot. Um,
What did Pluto do to you?
I like Pluto. I'm not calling him the side character. I'm calling some of the other ones side characters. Is it one of the side characters? Is that one that you talk about in everyday life?
I mean, no, we're not. We usually only talk about Earth in everyday life.
So, myself one answer.
Okay. So then, yeah, it's one of the 7 side characters, I guess.
So it's a side character. Okay. Jupiter, Mars. Then Mars is a side character. Let's see. Oh, what's that? Is it Jupiter? Wait, oh, wait, oh. We'll have to
With an
run this back in some
official
other time.
19.5 out of 25.
So we'll have to push that one. And
We'll have to. You did,
it's
however, you passed to the 6th grade.
that is beautiful. That is wonderful. So we will be moving on.
You got a
Do
7.
we run back another fifth just to make sure I can cover the line, or what was it? Do we just have to get the money?
I think passed to 6th grade.
So we go up to six now.
Go up to 6th grade.
Okay. Okay.
Hey, congrats on passing. You got a C plus in the class.
Bad luck, man. Terrible. But we got other stuff to talk about.
That we do. And I think we should first start off with the just talking about the last week of football between college, NFL. You want to start off with college since it's coming up first?
Yeah. I always go in order. Um, to me, last weekend, Indiana scared me a little bit, letting Michigan State hold on for a minute there
Mm-hmm.
at home. I do think Indiana's win over for Oregon's great. Yeah, I know we talked about that. Personally, do I think Indiana's deserves number three? Not after last week.
You still deserve
Don't
to
know
be in
how
top.
they're gonna play. They will be. They will be. Um, but if they're, I think Ohio State's better than them. I think another team that's good for the Big Ten can beat them. It's not like Oregon couldn't beat them.
All right, so we got the two top teams in the Big Ten of Ohio State and Indiana. If they're facing off neutral site, who do we got in that game?
I think Ohio State covering 6.5.
Covering 6.5.
Mm-hmm.
Is Indiana the favorite then, or is Ohio State the favorite?
Oh, Ohio State's being the favorite.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. What are the games that we have last week?
How about the Georgia Ole Miss game?
I was not able to watch it. I was not able to watch it.
Great football game in MST, as you know. Been rocking with Georgia this year. Obviously, Michigan State fan. Big Michigan State fan, even though we suck. Terrible. But I'm riding with Georgia. I would like to see Georgia win it all. Do I think they have what it takes? No. No, I don't. I think there's better teams, but we'll see. I hope they're in the playoffs. I hope to see them there. And they're one of my favorites.
Sorry, I'm over here just trying to make my power rankings as we're talking here. We're gonna get into that soon.
What about the Alabama Tennessee game? I have a few things to say about Tennessee, and people might not like it, they might like it.
Are those games entertaining? Alabama, Tennessee, whenever they play, it's always a thriller. There's some important games.
I'll give them that. But Tennessee are good. They are absent in any big moment game.
Yeah,
They,
I mean,
they can hold it close, but they will never come away with a win. And this goes for more than just football. They do this all the time in basketball.
they do.
They they are not. They always get there, and then they cannot. They just can't move past it. They can't. They can't come through, and they can't win a game.
It's true.
How do you feel about Vanderbilt?
I'll tell you what. I thought LSU was going to take care of business. I know Vandy was the favorite.
I did too.
Vandy might be legit. I don't know. Vandy might be legit.
Vandy's only losses to Alabama, correct?
Correct. And there was, I believe it was Alabama at home, right?
I would say yeah.
I want to see this as well.
But I do think they're good. I think they're very good. I mean, I think that just set them over the edge of the LSU. They're gonna have to go through a lot to be able to sneak into the playoffs. But yeah, is great. He's doing great things over there. So he's got like I don't know how many wins it was in the last 2 years. Up from last season to this season, he's got like 19 wins as starting quarterback, and that's great for Vanderbilt program.
Yeah, I mean, that's just something you love to see right there.
Yeah, it's a new team getting in the mix. You never need to see something like that. It's fun. It's good to see. Really good to see.
It was definitely good to see. I'll tell you what, I'm just trying to do. It's not easy. It's not easy to do some power rankings. The top, leaving it to 10 because I have so many teams that could be like 9 or 10, and it's I just feel like I'm forgetting someone.
In the college football or the NFL?
NFL.
NFL. I want to hear yours, and then I'm just going to give my personal thoughts.
Yeah. I mean, you tell me if I'm right or wrong on these, but
Sure.
like I'm having a hard time ranking Buffalo because they haven't played. They didn't play last week, and they're on a 2-game losing streak. So I don't know what to make of them right now. They look so good their first 4 games.
Would you say that about most of the NFL? Besides, like the really bad teams, what would you say about most NFL?
No, but I feel like there's like a clear top 6 teams in the NFL right now, and then after that, it's like I don't know what to make of anyone else. I had a pretty easy job doing the first.
I'll have to listen to the um to the list. One more college football take before we get into NFL here. Um, a couple. One, what are your thoughts on Bryce Underwood?
All right, Bryce Underwood. I'll tell you what, I'm so happy Michigan got him. It's awesome being able to have a quarterback that can throw a forward pass, and he looks like he's going to be a pretty good quarterback. I mean, he had easily his best game that he's had since coming to Michigan, and I mean he's been getting better and better each week. I mean he had a rough week in USC, not an easy place to play in on the road as a true freshman especially. But I mean I was talking about this with my dad the other day. I mean Bryce Underwood's a freshman. Andrew Marsh, this guy's came out of nowhere. I mean he looks like the real deal. We got Justice Haynes, Jordan Marshall, arguably a top 3, if not the best running back duo in college football right now. A super young offensive line, a lot of young guys on defense. I don't think they beat Ohio State this year. I think they make a bowl game. But I don't think they beat Ohio State this year. But I think next year when Bryce has an entire season and a college off season under his belt, the entire defense takes a step up. The offense, they get more guys in the portal, maybe like another top receiver would be nice. Because Samaj Morgan, don't even get me started on him. He can't catch a football to save his life. But I think when Bryce is a sophomore and junior, I think they have a real shot at winning the Natty.
Do you think Bryce Underwood is overly paid
I
via
think it's
NIL?
as a freshman because you're paying for what you want to get out of him in the most likely 3 years, if not 4 years out of him. So sometimes you might have to, overpay a little bit for his freshman year just to get that high level of production sophomore and junior year.
Well, the thing is, this is like guaranteed money that he gets.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I don't think he's worth what he's given.
Maybe not.
Actually, I don't think at any point it's worth to give a quarterback or any position player that is a certain amount of money without seeing them play a college snap.
No, I can get on board with that for sure.
And that's where I can see NFL being a big problem is because a quarterback transfers, who's offering him the most money? It's not about going to play for who you want to go and play for anymore. It's who is
Right.
going to give you the most.
Now,
So
I will
that's really
stuff. He did grow up a Michigan fan, and he's from Belleville's like 15 to 20 minutes away, so I can like that one makes sense.
sure.
In general, no, 100% agree with you.
In general, NIL it's ruining football. It's ruining basketball. But it's mainly ruining football.
Yeah.
Right. You'll see how much more players are getting paid in football, and it's ridiculous because they have to be in college for 3 years. Um, it's embarrassing to what college football is actually supposed to be, and it's why college football. I mean, they have the great tournament now, or the great playoff bracket, which I love. But the them being paid and getting whatever they want completely defeats the purpose. Their job is to go to the next level, get filmed to go to the NFL and get drafted. But they don't care. They don't care. The majority of these players don't care about anything. It's sad.
I'll tell you what. I heard this debate on 97.1 with Valeni and Rico. It might have been yesterday, it might have been 2 days ago. They were talking about how specifically like the Michigan State rivalry, which by the way, it's hate week, so not a fan of you this week. Of course we're kidding. But no. They were talking about how the rivalry has just like ever since NIL became became here, it makes it harder for a rivalry, especially with a new coach and Jonathan Smith at Michigan State. Like it feels like last year's game, there wasn't like any juice towards the game. Like it doesn't help that neither teams were necessarily good last year, and Michigan's solid this year, and Michigan State's not good this year. But at the same time, it feels like even in the past, like when D'Antonio was there was always still like fight in the game, and like there was, even if Michigan State or Michigan was going to go 3-9 that year, it felt like that game they might have played their best game that game.
Yeah. And what I've noticed is, I would always say that these games were pretty much always close, no matter what.
Right. Yeah.
For the most part, they were always pretty close. A rivalry game is always pretty close in general. Any school. Um,
Of
but
course, you'll have
with
lots,
these,
but
but more often than not, you'll see you bring your best against your biggest, most hated rival.
right.
Um, and to see these players, they don't have the heart in it anymore. So these games, it's like if they don't get off to a good start, then probably not going to be it's probably not going to be a good game. And it's sad, like because obviously Michigan State here, we're not national championship contenders. Um, and even going back to last year, I would say there's just there's no fight and care about this rivalry.
Yeah, absolutely. Sorry, had to fix my chair a little bit. It bothered me.
All right.
But it feels like there's just very, very little fight right now.
Yeah, and it's embarrassing the way college football is now. College football has fallen out. For the most part, I would say it is completely out of the top seven.
I'll tell you what, I love watching some college football, but I think the NFL is far better than college football.
I think the only sport where pro is not better is basketball.
100% agree. 100% agree.
You can tune in to any college basketball game, random Tuesday night, and it's going to be better than an average NBA game.
For sure. For sure.
Okay, so now we're going to get into the NFL power rankings. I'd love to see what you have. Are we going just top 10 here?
We are going top 10, but I do have one honorable mention because I couldn't decide if I want to put them at 10 or the team I put at 10. And I feel like they need some recognition here. I'm going with the New England Patriots as the honorable mention. I mean, Drake May has been balling. I mean, they have a very weak schedule, which is why I ended up going with Denver at number 10. But New England, they look significantly better this year than they have in the previous years.
Yeah.
Which then leads me to Denver. I mean, what a comeback win! That was a crazy comeback win last week.
I'm interested to see who you have in front of them.
In front of Denver?
Yeah, because I think they could be better than 10.
I think they can be better than 10. I just think before that fourth quarter, Bo Nix hasn't really taken a big enough step for me, and he hasn't been playing fantastic this year. He's been playing okay. He's been playing manageable to be first place in the AFC West, but he needs to step up if they want to truly make a threat in the AFC this year, because that defense is easily the best defense in the league. So at number 9, I have Seattle. I just think their offense is super powerful. Sam Darnold's playing one again out of nowhere. I mean, this guy was nearly ran out of the league 2 years ago and just resurged last year. It was awesome to see. Number 8, I have Buffalo. They're one of those teams that can easily shoot up this list with one good week. But, I mean, coming off a bye and back-to-back loss, I couldn't give them too much yet.
And their previous loss was pretty bad.
Yeah. If I could put them at 10, but coming off a bye, I felt that was unfair. Just because, yeah. At 7, I have the Rams. I debated between them and Green Bay, who I have at 6, on where I wanted to put them, but I feel like those two are pretty interchangeable to me. Green Bay, they're still getting the job done and winning, but they haven't done it the prettiest, I guess, in the last couple of weeks, which is why I struggled between which order I want to put those two in.
I mean, when their wide receiver core is fully healthy, and then seeing Josh Jacobs, I know he's got the ankle right now. He looks fine, but I know he was not playing as much football as he normally does.
Right, his snap count.
So that team fully healthy they're scary.
Yeah, I agree. They have a really good defense. I will take Puka and Devontae over any two wide receivers on Green Bay. I'll take Josh Jacobs over Kyron Williams, but then I'll take Stafford over Jordan Love. The defenses,
yeah,
they're pretty close.
I think Stafford has to be good over there.
Yeah.
Like, if Bo Nix, per se, or Drake May, either of the two, but mainly Bo Nix here, I would say Bo Nix would be he could fit in the Broncos, or not the Broncos, I'm sorry, the Packers. He could fill Jordan Love's spot. Do I think he could fill Matthew Stafford's spot? No, I do not.
That's fair. Coming in at number 5, to start off the top 5, I have Kansas City. They've been playing some really good football lately. Nothing much to say there. Number 4, I have Philly after a pretty convincing win against Minnesota. It was only a 6-point win, but it felt like they were in total control of that game from the start.
I don't think so. I personally, and like we said, for one good week from Buffalo, I would take the Bills. Then I do see the Packers being higher than the Eagles right now.
I can see that.
And the Chiefs over.
So
I think I would think the crazier one is definitely the Chiefs.
You can see Green Bay then Philly.
What was that?
Would you go KC, Green Bay, then Philly?
Yeah. I could do that. I could even switch around Green Bay and Philly, but I do think the Chiefs are better than both.
Okay. Starting off the top 3, I have Tampa. I mean, Tampa's still a good team. They had a tough week. It's not easy to play in Ford Field, especially when some of your top weapons are out of that game. But I got Tampa at 3, and then I have Indiana Jones and the Indianapolis Colts at 2. I mean, they've just been playing some really good football. I mean, we said it last week. We thought Indiana Jones was going to come back to reality a little bit, and he definitely did not. And with the way Jonathan Taylor's been playing this year, I mean, he looks like one of the best running backs of all time this year. And then that does leave me with Detroit at number 1 after a convincing win with their entire secondary out against Tampa and MVP leading Baker Mayfield.
So you still put them over the Chiefs. And I'm not saying this because the Chiefs have beat the Lions, but I am saying this because the Chiefs have just gotten better. They
They
just
have.
got Rice back.
If you would have
I
2 weeks ago, I had KC at probably 8 or 9, maybe even outside the top 10. So I mean, but also KC played a terrible Vegas Raiders team. I mean, that Raiders team.
it wasn't. It still was a shutout. They still put up what 40 points, 38 points.
31.
They've just gotten scarier. I don't think there's a world where they're at least two.
Okay. I think the only reason I have them at 5 is just because of record. Just because I can't discredit the Colts right now with the way they've been playing. And I do think that if that game of the Lions versus the Chiefs wasn't in Arrowhead, I think it's a very different game. And if it's also not a Sunday Night Football game, I think it's also a little bit different of a game.
If they're going off record, how do you have the Colts over the Lions?
Just because the Lions wins have been better than the Colts wins. Where the Colts they've been playing some good football, but they haven't been as convincing of wins for some of those wins.
Then that's why I'm getting confused on having the Chiefs at 5. We said how they are not higher on your ranking because their record is I don't know it's 4-3, but they're just trending up, and it's looking
Yeah,
way better.
yeah, for sure.
But
Which
to
is
say
week
know that
probably
they're out of the top 10,
7. The week before they were barely inside the top 10.
see, this is a power ranking based off how they look.
I know, and I personally would take the 4 teams that I put above them if they were playing. I think that those 4 teams can beat KC.
I think they can too, but I think they will? Absolutely not.
Hey, that's fair. That's fair.
Where'd you put the Chargers?
Not in the top 10.
So your honorable mention was
New England.
New England over the Chargers. You have to disagree with
It's fine.
it. But are we ready for draft time?
Yeah, I think it's draft time.
All right.
Let's talk comedy here. You want first pick or next 2 in a row?
Um,
We're gonna go snake
I'll
style.
do next 2 in a row.
All right. Oof, this is tough.
Or do we want to do 1-1-1-1?
We can do 1-1-1-1.
I think we should do that.
All right. So you want to give me first pick?
Okay. First, you have first pick.
Oof. This is tough.
I gotta go to my I wrote it up in order what I would.
so many good movies.
I feel that it is a clear cut number one.
This is not easy to take for a first pick.
No, but I would say that this is kind of a easier number one than what you were thinking.
Well, I'm gonna go with the other guys. Mark Wahlberg and Will Ferrell is my first pick. Fantastic movie.
Yep. All right. Number one pick for me. I do have The Hangover.
Yeah, that was the other one I was debating with. Yeah, that was the other one I was debating with right there. Tell you what, got a lot of Will Ferrell and Mark Wahlberg on my list.
You got what's the second overall pick?
I'm gonna go with Grown Ups 2 as my second pick.
Solid pick. It's a solid pick. My number two pick. I'm going to go with. I don't know if you get that one. I'm going to go with Talladega Nights.
It's a good pick. That's a good pick. It's a good movie. That's a great film right there.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to also take another Will Ferrell movie. I'm going to take a different Will Ferrell movie, and it's going to be Step Brothers.
Yeah. I thought I could get it later, but it's a great movie.
On potential.
I'm gonna go here with my next pick. I knew I could get it in this round. I'm gonna get Super Bowl.
It's a good pick. We got 2 picks left each. I'm struggling here now. Tell you what, I'll wait till the end to say this actually, just in case you decide to pick it. I'm gonna go Ted 2 for my fourth pick.
Yeah, yeah, it's a great movie.
Yeah, I mean,
so I'm on round four here.
yeah, you have 2 more picks.
This is tough because I'm really getting into. I'm feeling bad of losing out.
Right.
Whoever the guy is going to be left out. We are going to go.
That's the one I wanted at 5.
Yeah.
Feel bad leaving this one out, but just because it's a classic. But I'm gonna go with 21 Jump Street.
21 Jump Street. Now here's where I get into my decision here. I'm gonna go with role models. I'll put role models. I'll tell you what. one was staying off.
For me, it was hard not to pick Happy Gilmore. I mean, it's just a classic.
Sure.
It's a funny movie. It's not the best. It's not the best movie, but it's a good movie and it's a funny one. But it's just a classic. And then I also wanted to put Anchorman on there, but couldn't find it. Old School's another good movie.
I want to put like a sport movie on there, and the movie I was going to put on there was Dodgeball. That was my left hanging off.
Tell you what, I just watched Dodgeball again the other day. Great movie. Great movie.
Same movie.
What did you say for your final one again? Role models, you said?
Role model. Yep. Yep.
All right, so just reviewing the list. If you guys want to vote in the comments, who had the better list below? Danny took The Hangover, Talladega Nights, Superbad, Wedding Crashers, and Role Models. And I took the other guys, Grown Ups 2, Step Brothers, Ted 2, and 21 Jump Street.
Yep.
So just know who had the better list.
I've been using this to prevent so I could breathe. And it is really strong. I know I keep going to it, but yeah, I mean, you have to with, I mean, congestion and being sick. I'm not sick. I'm very sick right now. I'm a little bit congested. It helps, especially if you sleep with your windows open, like I do. And right now I'm using the Vicks. This is the Vicks one. It's good, but it's very bland. It's very bland. And I don't mean to dive right in this conversation about the boom boom sticks, and I see them as a variety pack. And I was asking him last night what he thinks about like what's the best kind. Personally, he said mint. Um, mint would be his favorite. I just think the way this one plays the game is just it's gonna get the job done. I mean, if this is your Tobias Harris right here. This is your Tobias Harris. I see there's tropical. I saw that there's lavender. The mint one, it would be a little bit different from this. Those ones could all play star roles. I really do think that the tropical could play really, really
For sure. For sure.
not sponsored. Just some mix.
Sponsor for what?
Sponsor. So get yourself a Vicks. I recommend having a rotation. Get yourself a Vicks, okay? Because it's different and strong, but it is bland. And then you go to the variety pack here of the boom boom sticks, and then now you got a full rotation. Okay, you got a four guy lineup for the variety pack if you get the three. You got a four guy lineup between the mix and the boom boom sticks. You pick that day.
Let's move on here. We have.
Get into our fantasy football matchups.
Let's talk about the World Series coming up first.
Okay.
We do have
I
that
got
start
Dodgers
Friday.
in 4.
You have Dodgers in 4.
I don't think that the people say Blue Jays in 7. I don't think the Blue Jays win a game.
You see, I think just go back to back here. However, I do think the Blue Jays will sneak a couple games in. I think I'm going to take
the first two. The first two. And I don't think that means anything.
No, not for this. Not for this.
If it did mean anything, I don't think they'd won it game 1 and 2 because I think especially mainly game 1, Dodgers are going to come out. I mean, they celebrated the NLCS like it was a game this year.
That's true.
They did not care that they won that. They know what their overall goal is, and their goal isn't to just win the World Series. What's that?
Let me play devil's advocate with you here then. Do you think that based on how the Dodgers reacted, they're going to come in here not caring as much, where the Blue Jays, they're coming in and like you could tell that they really wanted this, right? I'm not saying that that's true or that's how I feel. Just trying to play the other side here.
See, the thing is, I can't say that they don't want it. I just say I can't say the Dodgers don't want it. I'm saying that they know what they're here for. They're not here to win the World Series. they're here to dominate the World Series. They're not here to get a 3-1 win. They're here for a 4-3.
Good for business.
They acted as it was the game of June, but they acted the right way for them because they've been here before. That's how
Yeah.
they acted. They acted like they've been there before. Blue Jays won their World Series already.
Okay. So let's play a little game here. Let's take our predictions. You said Dodgers in 4. I'm saying Dodgers in 6. I do think the Blue Jays will sneak one at home in the first 2 games, and I think I'm gonna go Dodgers in 5. I think the Blue Jays just sneak one at home, and then the Dodgers take care of business after that.
What game do you think that game is?
I think they take game 2. I think Dodgers come out and just take care of business game 1. I believe they'll probably. Do you know who's going game 1 for the Dodgers? Dude, I don't know.
I thought it was. 'Cause I think it was. I think Glasnow.
It's got to be one of Yamamoto or Snell. I think that's game 1 and 2, but I don't know which. I'm changing my answer. I think Blue Jays take game 3. I think they get to Blake.
I feel like there's no way that they don't go Snell.
It's got to be Snell. It's got to be.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go. I think Yamamoto and Blake Snell take care of game 1 and 2. I think the Blue Jays will get to.
It's lost me for the Blue Jays.
Yeah. I'm going Dodgers in 5. Change my answer.
I just think they're too dominant. They have nothing.
Yeah.
The Blue Jays, that being, have nothing to stop. It's not going to be a good World Series to watch. It's just going to be another blowout.
So we had last year's World Series MVP as Freddie Freeman. Who do you think will be World Series MVP for the Dodgers? And if the Blue Jays were somehow able to win it, who do you think would be the Blue Jays World Series MVP?
So, for me, I think Shohei takes it this time.
You think that Game 4 performance carries over into the World Series?
I do think so. He's hitting great right now. There's no way Freeman gets it again. The only other person I could say, because I don't think Freeman would get it, is Hernandez. I think he could be a
Kike or Teoscar?
Teoscar, sorry.
I'm gonna go with Mookie. I think he's been playing some really good baseball the last series. I think he was just very overshadowed by the star power that the Dodgers do have, and just from the performances of the pitching staff and the performances of Shohei Ohtani, I think he was very undervalued in that series, but he was very good, and I'm going to go with Mookie. He's been there. He's won a couple World Series already. I expect him to have a pretty big series.
Yeah, he had won the short season World Series, which is a partial World Series to me. They did not go through all of what a season is supposed to be. So, but he did win last year. So.
But he also 18 with the Sox.
Did he did?
He did, yeah. He was traded the year after.
Oh, I thought he was traded that year.
No, he was traded after.
Okay. Yeah. So, for the Blue Jays, I do have Springer. I think he's. I could see it being Vladdy too, but I feel like Vladdy just carried them all postseason long, and how much more does he have to take?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely more. You would love to see another Blue Jay step up, big time to try and help that team out. But I am going to go.
I mean, the whole line is doing good. I don't think that
you want to see some arms up big time. if you really want to have a chance against the Dodgers lineup, you need some arms to step up.
Every pitcher has to pitch his ace.
Right. But I'm going to go with Vladdy just because Springer is the easy other choice for sure, just because he's been in the World Series a couple of times. You know, he's a good player. He's got a lot of experience. But I'm going to go with Vladdy just because he's had such a good postseason that I almost see no world that he doesn't keep it up.
Yeah, for sure. If you mentioned Springer that they've in the World Series, I think that could help elevate him. Even if they both have a great
For sure.
postseason. Also, Springer definitely has more offensively. So,
Yeah, no, absolutely. I agree with that.
That's bad. But anyway, fantasy football.
Yeah, fantasy.
I'm riding a 2-game losing streak.
Tell you what, I'm riding a 3-game losing streak right now, and I've had 2 heartbreakers, both losing on Monday night. Back-to-back weeks. It's been brutal, man. I mean, my team just made a blockbuster trade for Puka, but my team, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people on a bye week. 1, 2, 3, 4 people questionable, 1 out, and then Mike Evans just got put on IR. So
They could say this is a really big week for you. Now being tied with the person who would possibly take your spot. With 16 making it.
This is a massive week.
And him holding the tiebreaker over you.
Mm-hmm.
Having the same record. What are your thoughts on having a 51% chance to make the playoffs right now? How confident do you feel?
I'll tell you what. This week is going to be another tough week. I mean, I'm starting Ramondre Stevenson against Cleveland as my number 2 back this week, and I got a double tight end look going just based off of injuries, and no one wants to trade the pieces that I have on my bench because I've already traded so much to get some of these guys that I have. But next week, I mean, we're looking good next week. I got both Gibbs and Jacobs with no more buys for the rest of the year. I got Puka next week, so I like the look a lot more. It definitely sucks having Mike Evans go down. That hurts a lot, but I do
know that he's for the fantasy season.
Yeah.
You shopping for the
Say that again.
Were you shopping him around prior, or were you trusting that he was going to stay healthy for the whole year?
You see, I was trusting. I was open to offers, but I was open to offers. Like I was adding him in some of the packages that I had, but I had the stack of him and Baker, and I knew that Godwin was going to be very, very limited this year. And I also did not expect the immediate impact that Ibuka has had. But yeah, I was definitely open to trading him, but it definitely sucks him going on IR now.
Going into a few weeks from now, Godwin can make more of an impact, especially if Mika stays banged up. If he re-injures himself, Godwin would emerge as the top guy, and I know that he is not playing this week, but within the next few weeks,
yeah,
he could. Now, who did you give up again for Puka?
I gave up Alvin Kamara, T. Higgins, which sucks now, but Puka's still better than T. Higgins. And then Quinton Johnston, who has taken that's actually a good trade that I made there because he's taken a massive step down from the super first 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks that he had.
You had to see it coming.
Yeah, I mean that's why I was like, he was still really highly ranked when I had him, you know. That's why
it was a great trade. Which if he steps back up again, it all depends. You
Right.
can't say yay or nay, but yeah, it's a good trade. Hopefully, it'll help you. I'm at a 42% chance to win right now. I actually have Higgins now that I had traded with who you traded with. Um, and I got James Cook down the deal. I was Saquon. I took Saquon with the third overall pick. Um, Saquon just didn't get the job done. I think he had like two busts, maybe three busts, and a boom. And that's just not something you want to see at the former number one running.
No,
Um,
no, he's taking the best down this year.
um, so I did trade Romo Odunze um, Barkley for Fuck and Higgins. What would you give me um, per se grade wise on that trade?
Well, definitely Cook this year has been better than Barkley, so that I mean that's a win right there. And then if T Higgins play, if Joe Flacco just keeps feeding those receivers, then he's definitely going to have more of an impact than Roma Dunze will. However, Roma Dunze is the best weapon, in my opinion, in that Chicago offense. The only problem is Chicago with
Right.
Ben Johnson offenses. He always did this with Detroit too. He likes to spread the ball to everyone, so he's not going to be getting as much of a target share as say T Higgins and Jamar Chase will because that's all they have. So it's just going to be throw it to those two whenever you get the chance. Um, so I would say you definitely won the trade. Grade wise, I'd give it a B plus or A minus.
Now, here's the thing with Higgins, he could stay consistent. But the thing with Rome is he's been known to get a 5 point game in there or a
Right,
25 point game in there. So
right.
I can live with that, knowing that I have Sutton who's week in, week out, 12 to 15 points. And then when Garrett Wilson comes back, um, he's he's had great games all year long. I think his lowest game can't even really count it because he did get injured in that game. Um, but when he comes back, I have a really strong wide receiver core. T. Reed who will be a backup. I'm not sure if Aaron Jones is playing tonight.
I don't think.
That's
I doubt he is on a short week.
I doubt he is, but he has been activated from IR.
He's been activated.
Yeah, he was activated early in the week. What's that?
If he's been activated, I think it's a good chance that he plays.
They got no projections for him
Hmm.
in here. Um, it does say his estimated return is 10.23. I did see Schefter had tweeted something. Um,
Is he going to get
if
the
he,
start for you? If he is playing today,
yeah, he'll go in over Chuba. There's no answer with Chuba over Dodds either. Dodds has been playing great. No Jaden Reed. That's their number one receiver. Um, but they do share the ball over there as well. You see everyone gets in the mix. Tucker Craft is in there a lot. Golden got a little bit more last week. But I do think if you're going best receiver, you're going to go down here. I know Watson's back.
he hasn't really been
I
good for
know
the last 2 years, though.
he
He'll have his moments of a couple good deep
last year
balls.
he was pretty solid. Last year
I
he was pretty solid.
I think he's just so streaky. Like when he is, even when he is healthy, I feel like he
Yeah,
just has.
just so is Dobbs. I'd rather have Reed if he's not very healthy. Um, so that emerges. Dobbs. Now, does it scare you to have Kraft and Dobbs going, even though it had worked last week?
No, no, not enough. I mean, if you had the chance, it would definitely, as a fan, it would be more enjoyable, I guess, if you had just one of them, because then you would just say, "Hey, just pass it to the one guy." Um, but like for several weeks, I've started Jacobs and Golden. Like I'm also doing that this week. Um, so I definitely understand what you're saying, but
This is a 10-man league, by the way. This is also until I have Garrett Wilson back, because
right.
Garrett Wilson then emerges as the top option. I would go Hook. I'm looking to get rid of Monty right now. Javante Williams. Um, Hubbard, I'd like to see him be shipped off somewhere. Um, maybe I'd have Dobbins back, and I traded him. I'd love to see him back in the squad. Yeah. Anything else on fantasy football this week? Do you have any
Um,
players, do you have any players playing tonight?
do I have any players playing tonight? Um, I
I know
have
all.
TJ tonight. Yeah, TJ
You have
Hawkinson. Um,
who?
yeah, just him tonight in our league at least.
I'm going against three players tonight, and Addison, Jefferson, and the tight end from the Chargers that emerged this week is Gadsden. Gad, I don't know if you know that guy's last name. I've never heard of it. Anyway, he's got three guys going to 42% chance of winning, a two-game losing streak after starting out 5-0. I am going against the 0-7 team. So, um,
One of the best 0-7 teams ever, by the way. I mean, look at that team.
see that there's big hits and Caleb Williams, McCroskey or Crosky Merritt. Sure, not having Rasheed Rice to help, but then you got Judy, who's just also hit very, very mess. Um, no Trey McBride this week, so obviously they're starting the the
Chargers,
tight end
yeah.
for the Chargers. Um, what I say is one of the best. It's one of the better ones, but not I would say the best.
Yeah.
There's definitely some holes there. So, want to do a couple what are these called? Debates.
Yeah, you
What
want
about here?
to finish up with the food debate?
Sure, sure. So I have a couple on here that I've made up myself, and I want to know your takes on them. And these are obviously very different. So the first one we're going to do is dessert first. Is what is your play first? Is it a cupcake or a cake?
Ooh. Are they like identical, like flavors and frostings and all
Really,
that?
yeah.
I'm gonna take one. I like the like just a little personal cake. I think it's perfect proportion. You don't have to use a spoon or a fork. You just
Right.
start eating right away. So I'm gonna take the cup over the cake.
Okay. Now here's where I'm gonna play cake here. I'm not saying this is what I prefer. So I think cupcake is the better option. But what are your thoughts on the little crumbs coming off on the cupcake and how that can be messy sometimes?
It can be messy. You got to eat it with some caution for sure.
Uh-huh.
Um, that, but then at the same time, playing the opposite side here, you have to have a plate with the cake.
Sure.
You don't
So
have to have
what is your problem with having the plate?
no problem. No, there's no problem with it. It's just the accessibility is a lot easier with the cupcake. It's like you can just have it
Yeah.
as a grab and go. You can have it as a sit down. You can, a cake you
Sure.
kind of have to have it as a sit down with a plate.
Yeah. Sure. Sure. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, you're not an eggs guy, are you?
I like myself some eggs.
You like yourself some eggs. Okay. I can remember. Um, now you like ketchup on the egg guy.
Absolutely not. No, no. I
Okay, so
like
you're really strongly against it.
I like ketchup on a lot of things, but not on an egg. That's something
So
I've never
you're a
seen.
big ketchup guy. And your first option for your fries or tater tots is always ketchup, and it does disturb me. It does
100%.
disturb me. So if you got hash browns, would you put ketchup on them?
No, no. I mean, I'd maybe dip it in a little bit for a couple of bites, but no, I'm mainly gonna go just straight hash brown, or maybe sometimes a little bit of A1 on a hash brown. Sometimes
That's one I've never heard, but I'm not gonna diss it because I'm one
you
for a
could
good.
you should give it a try.
I'll have to take you up on that one. Okay. Um, this is a clear cut debate here. I mean, this one tops up there. Tater tots are better than French fries, and I don't think there's a world. I want to hear your thoughts because I know what your side is here. We're going to be debating our own side, defending our own side. But I'm going to go. I'd like to hear anyone else that's listening. I want to hear your opinion on tater tots or French fries, and not only that, which one you prefer, but what's the go-to dip sauce for you?
Um, well, first I'll say for both of them, the go-to dip sauce is ketchup. Um, I do like myself some other. I don't like ranch with my fries at all. I don't like ranch at all, but not a fan
That's
with ranch with
got to
fries.
be one of the craziest
That's fine.
things
That's
I've ever heard, and he's gonna have to live with
that's fine. But I'll tell you what. I love myself a tater tot. Sonic tater tot is fantastic.
that.
Um, a basement burger bar tater tot's fantastic.
The best, the best tater tots.
Where else
Yeah.
even see tater tots?
Um, few places, but every place you get from is good.
Yeah, I mean, I'll tell you what. It's very hard to mess up a tater tot. It's very hard. But fries are easier to mess up. So I'll say tater tots are more consistent than fries. But once you find a good fry spot, I think fries are better than tater tots. So I will personally take fries over tater tots. Um, but
And here's where I'm
I
gonna
do
disagree.
one more thing. I do think it is closer in my mind than I portray it because I do take
Okay.
fries over tater tots so much more often. I
Okay.
do think tater tots are
Well,
very
if you
valued
go to
in my system.
if you go to Basement Burger,
Oh, tater tots for sure. I'm not getting fries
yeah,
there.
yeah. Well, that's here's the thing for me, and I had those tater tots were salmon. They were great. Um, but the place for me is always ranch first, and then I go barbecue. Um,
Barbecue's good. Barbecue's pretty good.
I don't love the ketchup with the fries. Really, I'm only get. I'm becoming a. I like the ketchup on the burger, and it gets to be just like mayo or whatever. But it's growing on me there. Um, I do think that ketchup is very overrated. I do. I'm looking for something more on the hot dogs now because like I've been trying the jalapenos. I'm trying to try other things on it. I don't know what I can go to because I'm starting not to enjoy the ketchup on hot dogs as much. I don't know what it is, but for me, that's why brats are better. But we'll get into that in another episode. But for me, tater tots is just it's small, it's simple. The fry, it's like sure you can eat it with a fork. It's more obnoxious. It's harder for the dipping process for sure. Um, especially if you have it in a cup. If you have a like you're at a restaurant, you have to eat, you have to go to the restaurant or whatever it may be in a cup. I do think it's harder to dip, and I think more than one bite is just I don't want that in every fry. Some fries require more than one bite, and I don't want it. Um, but we'll put the potatoes, crunch, the golden crisp on the outside, I think it just annihilates. And you saying that they're in your mind it's actually closer than what you portray it to be is kind of shocking to me because I don't think it is remotely close. I'd love to hear everyone else's opinions on Taylor Thompson first. So if you have a choice, this question before we move on to the last one, are you going with a 10 out of 10 Taylor Thompson or 8 out of 10?
A 10 out of 10 tater tot or a 10 out of 10 fry?
No, I said 8 out of 10, but no, I'm going to change this. I want 10 versus 10. What do you think 10 versus 10?
I'll take the fry. If they're both 10 out of 10s.
What about the 10 for the tater tot, 8 for fry?
See, that's tough because an 8 out of 10 fry is a really good fry. And I think it's just going to depend on my mood. Um, because I'll say I forget about the tater tot a lot. So I don't go to it a lot because also it's not as accessible as a fry is um, in our area.
Accessible? Oh,
Uh,
as firing. Tater
yeah, it's like there's a lot more fry options than there is tater tot options. So it's
tot,
easier
but
to.
there's a lot of bad fry options.
There is a lot of bad fry options. I'll probably take the 10 out of 10 tater tot then over the 8 out of 10 fry.
Yeah, we got more debates to get into next week, mainly about sports. We'll have more food takes for you as well as probably every other week. Um, the last one I'm going to get into, I'm going to save the one that's on here. I got one that I thought of in a moment because I'm really questioning, and I kind of want you to persuade me to one side. Are you a waffle or pancake guy?
What kind? Like a Belgian waffle?
Yeah, yeah,
If I'm at a hotel, I'm taking the Belgian waffle over the pancakes any day of the week. Those hotel
yeah.
Belgian waffles are fantastic.
How many times have you seen a hotel have a pancake? That's
Um,
rare.
like they're like the little just the little guys that are like
The
sometimes
taco guy.
throw in there, you know. But no, I'll take the
Sure.
Belgian waffle over those pancakes. But if I'm going to like a Coney Island or something, it's pancake all day. I mean, they do a great job of making a pancake at a Coney Island. When I'm at home, maybe it'd be different if I had a Belgian waffle maker and the right batter and all that. But I'm making a pancake at home over the Belgian waffle. But it's tough. It's tough.
And see, for me, I'm leaning towards the pancake because there's a lot more you can do with it. Um, I mean, blueberry pancake versus blueberry waffle is just it kills there.
Yeah, I mean,
Um,
you can
I
take a
think
blueberry waffle or a chocolate chip waffle or something. It's not as good
it
as
doesn't hit the same, and that's why I think the pancake is more versatile.
yeah, 100%,
I
100%.
think that one is closer in my mind than the tater tots and the french fries. I'd like to get into one last segment here before we end the show. Um, each come up with a buy and each come up with a sell. Do you have a buy and sells this week?
Nothing I can go off the dome. Um, Nothing.
I have a kind of a weird sell, but my sell this this week is going to be. It's coming. It's this is far from now, but the number one overall pick in the NFL is not worth it this year. I think it's a trade and trying to get a bag. I think the
Yeah,
market's down on number one pick. There's not. I don't think in my mind there's a clear cut number one pick. Or if there is, if he's worth the number one pick,
yeah, for
or
sure.
if he were, or can you get a better deal for him?
tell you what, coming into this season, it looked like that number one pick was going to be a gold mine. It looked like you were getting a star with that number one overall pick between, whether it was somehow going to be Drew Aller or Archie or, the quarterback class looked really good to start the year, and it does not look really good. And there's a lot of teams, a lot of. No, I don't. But he talks of that number one overall pick this year, coming into the season. But
you say that's Penn State.
Yeah,
because he plays for Epic school.
It's just media bias, honestly. I mean, he's got some tools, I guess, but I've never thought he was all that good. And he's always been super hyped ever since he was a recruit.
Yeah. Anything off the top of your head right now?
I'm blanking.
Like today. Okay. Well, I do have.
I gotta buy. I'm buying this podcast. It's been a blast recording these 2 episodes, and if you ask me, it's been pretty entertaining.
It really has been, and I'll tell you the one thing I am buying right now. I actually have 2, which is congratulations to Good. I know I harp on them a little bit for just not being as good as they are YouTube-wise anymore, or not as good as they were, I should say. I still give up to the OGs, and it's very hard to watch them. They're just not as entertaining. They're great golfers, but they don't put on a show. But good for them for having their first ever PGA Tour event that they were hosting next year's fall. Or this year.
I believe it's next year. Could be wrong, but yeah.
Have you seen anything where that's being played?
No, I haven't. I just saw that they have an event. No, I haven't seen anything else about it.
But my main buy here for this week is the Internet Invitational. I think that's going to be a blast to watch.
Yeah.
Coming out, the first episode comes out on Monday. I'm not sure the format, anything. I know they're playing for $1 million. From what I kind of just watching, some of the clips, I know the Bob to Sports, they posted it. It looked like a possibility of a scrim.
Okay.
Because there is 48 golfers in the field. I mean, there's golfers like Wesley Bryan. I mean, you got J.R. Smith, who's a great college golfer. Brad from Good, Brad Dalkey. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing his last name right, but I'm pretty sure he's played on tour for a moment.
Well, even Grant, I mean, he's played in the PGA event, hasn't he?
I think amateur events. I don't think he's ever had his tour.
Yes,
And you have guys like Grant too. I mean, Wesley Bryan and Wesley Bryan's played. He played multiple years in his 4 wins. He's been ranked in the FedEx Cup. So I want to know how that's going to go down. I'm very excited for the first episode on Monday. It's going to be entertaining. I'm buying that. Might be one of the best. And I know they tweeted this. Might be one of the shows of all time. And they were joking around saying, could it possibly win?
Oscar.
Oscar, that's what it was. Oscar, yeah. That's what they were joking around about. But I do think this is going to be a very, very entertaining series.
It's Portnoy hosting it, right?
It's Barstool Sports and Bondo Sports hosting.
Okay.
Go ahead.
No, you first.
I was going to say that the Bondo Sports and the Foreplay Pod, it's going on their channels.
Okay.
Back and forth. And then I believe the last episode, because they haven't released the schedule for it. I can't remember what day. Um, so Monday is the first one. The day it ends is Thursday, November 13th. So it's every Monday and Thursday until then.
Okay.
Mondays will go on Bob Does Sports. Thursdays will go on the Foreplay Pod, um, or into the Foreplay channel, not the pod. And then the episode number 6, the final episode, will be on the Internet Invitationals page. So I don't know if this is a couple day event. We really don't know anything about it, but we do know that it's hosted by Bob Does Sports and Foreplay Pod, which is part of Barstool.
Which that'll lead me into my last buy. We're buying Bob Does Sports. They're doing a great job, and I mean, shout out
Great.
Breezy and Bob Does.
I do know that they have a Black Friday sale. I think it's. I don't know if it's already open. I thought it's permitted. It is open already. I think it's a 20% off sale.
Yeah,
I would be investing in more, please.
yeah.
Right. With that being said, that is episode number 2. Starting off with a banger, a segment that is really going to bang me. I did move on to the 6th grade though. That is episode number 2 of Sideline Shenanigans. If we ask for a comment or an opinion, please feel free to leave your comment and your opinion on anything that we may have said. It's been fun. We will see you guys sometime within the next week for episode number 3.
Appreciate everyone watching, and yep, we'll be back next week.